Today, I'm going to shake things up a little bit and do something a little bit different. What am I going to do? Stick around and find out. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to reveal what is in this envelope. But I want to save that till the end, which it's kind of a cool idea. I think you'll want to stick around for that. So make sure that you do. So here's what happened. I was cleaning out my garage the other day and I came across this bin, this plastic container that had a whole bunch of my old clips. Back in the day, maybe you didn't know this, before I was a researcher, I used to be a UX designer. And before being a UX designer, I used to be a graphic designer and an art director. And I came across these clips from when I was the lonely designer at a law firm. Before you think, ooh, boring, a designer at a law firm, it was actually a lot of fun. So I want to share some of my favorite clips with you today. We're going to take a stroll down memory lane. Okay? Cool. Yeah, here's a whole bunch of the stuff. Hopefully my camera doesn't blur out too much while I'm doing this. I'm just going to go through a few on this video. But I thought it might be fun to walk through what I used to do before I was a UX researcher. Here's the first thing. I'm going to kind of zoom in here. So hopefully you can see it. This was a printed piece when I was at the law firm. I mostly did print design. So this was a printed piece to advertise. We had these specialty groups called the Law of the Level. The game industry. Whoo, this print's so small I can't even read it. Okay. Let me read what this is. Law of the Level. The game industry first line of defense. So we had these kind of groups within the law firm that would be specialty groups. And this group was promoting that they did law for the gaming industry. And what this was, it was like a little card that they could hand out to events. You can see it's like a mobile phone here. Old mobile phone. Look at that button. Old mobile phone here. And it was so that they could put these things down at events or conferences or whatever. And then they could slide. This is my old business card. Check that out. Visual communication. Anyway, I told you were going to stroll down memory lane with me. So they could slip their business card in here and leave this like on the table. And then it could be used by more than one attorney in the group. This was a little fun thing that I did, that a little out of the box design, a little bit differently, to promote this specialty group within the law firm. All right, cool. What else do I have here? We did a lot of promo books, like recruiting things. We would go to law schools and put out different brochures to promote different business aspects or other qualities that would appeal to students to come work for our law firm. And this was one of the first diversity and inclusion ones that I did. Got a lot of color in here, right? Can you see? Lots of rainbow color. Sorry if my camera gets blurry from time to time. It has a mind of its own sometimes. Don't you love technology? This was to show, hey, our law firm isn't just a bunch of old white dudes, which, to be honest, it kind of was a lot of that. But we were having a lot of diversity coming into the law firm. This was to promote that. And then this showed the areas of practice, and then we also had the industries that we focused on. This was fun, finding a colorful image to promote diversity and inclusion. All right, what else do I have here? Look at this. I don't know what this drink is. I don't know if it's really drinkable, but I like the image. I like the colors, so I went with it. So we had these continuing education credits that our attorneys would teach in businesses or something. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. We had a little happy hour for people to come and update these credits, whatever the hell those are. And it was to promote coming and having a little happy hour and keeping your credits up to date and doing some fun stuff. I just really liked the whole color scheme here around the greens and the hues, and that was a lot of fun. All law firm design wasn't boring. Honestly, it was kind of cool sometimes. Some fun stuff there, huh? All right. Who remembers word clouds? Yes. Word clouds. That was all the trend. I don't remember exactly what year this came out. Probably early early 2000s, I'm going to guess, or let's say, I don't know, 2008. I'm throwing a random number out there. But word clouds was a big deal. So this was just to promote our law firm, different areas of practice, different things that we focused on, a lot of corporate stuff because there was a lot of corporate things, tax, really exciting stuff. And very simple design. I kind of like it. But let me tell you, this word cloud, woo, this was hard to put together. I did use a tool to assemble the word cloud, but then of course my marketing person would be like, oh, hey, can you make employment bigger and white instead of this other shade of blue? And I'm like, oh my God. So there was a shit ton of manual manipulation here to get the right words to pop. Of course, not every word's going to pop in a word cloud. And so it was like this domino effect of, ugh, it's just not going to all work. I hopped on a trend. This was pretty popular at the time, and we stuck to our brand colors. Our brand was blue and white. I thought it was kind of fun. Here, turning to the side, Shepherd Mullen, you can see the name of the law firm. But, obviously it was big down here too. But word cloud, woo, remember those trends? Yeah, really cool. All right, what's the next thing I've got? Oh, okay, so we did this event, this fashion event. We had an office in New York as well. I don't know what this is called. Can you leave me a comment down below? It's some kind of fashion thing where you pull this out and, I don't know, plans were in here, designs. I don't know. I don't know a lot about fashion, so I'm not really sure what this was. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I designed this. We went with some classic, fashion design thing. I think this was in the public domain. And then inside was the fun little invitation to come to Strategies for Women Professionals. It was a networking event for women in fashion because we had some attorneys who were trying to get some clients in fashion, trademark, that kind of thing. So it was a nice little glossy, fancy thing. But we played off this fashion. Ooh, can I get back in that? I can't even bother. This fashion envelope thing where we stuck it inside and then sent it out. Something different, something kind of fun. So anyway, all right, what else do I have? I will cover one more thing because I don't want to make this too long. If you like what you see, I have a whole bunch of other stuff, like things in other languages and things. If you want me to make another, like a sequel to this and share some other design, I would be happy to do so. So let me wrap up. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. I have this one. What's in this envelope? Okay, and so then we have, this was an invitation that we were moving offices. We were moving to a higher floor in Rockefeller Center. So I was like, okay, Rockefeller Center is kind of a tall building. Let's play off of that height. I made it this extended kind of announcement. Hey, we're moving to a new building and we're going way up. So went way tall in the building. Pretty fun, huh? Could have just sent out a boring old postcard saying we're moving. But I thought, oh, let's play. Here's the beginning. Open up the card and oh, wow, look. There's the whole Rockefeller Center. See? So much. Here we go. Almost couldn't fit it in. Here it is, Rockefeller Center. And then when you flip it over, really cool skyline of New York City. Huh? Kind of fun. Expanded little announcement. Going really big. Woo! Really big. Showing all of the Rockefeller Center. All right. So I told you to stick around to the end and show you what's inside this envelope, because this was one of my favorite things. Again, we had a lot of offices that would move to new location, and honestly, who gives a crap? But it's an opportunity to send something out to clients, to re-engage the client, right? This wasn't moving. Was this moving? No, this was just renovation. How better to say renovation than one of these paint strips? So we had that on the front, then this was all the information in the back. Honestly, if they painted the office these colors, God, I hope not. Blech, very green. Just not a green fan. But this was to announce the renovation of this law firm office. Kind of fun. I'll read you the names of how the paint strips colors have names, like SMRH, so the Shepherd Mullen Richter Hampton was the name of the law firm. SMRH1, New Office Olive, playing off. 2, Attorney Avocado. Ooh, avocado, how fun. 3, Shepherd Mullen Melon. This one's a Shepherd Mullen Melon right here. Can you see the names? Hopefully my camera won't zoom or get all blurry. Yeah, it's getting a little blurry. A little bit. The next one down here, lime, lawyer lime. And then this one is San Diego sage. So that was where the office was in San Diego. You know what? I didn't just have a fun little paint strip sampler thing. I also had a little wooden, look at that, real wooden paint stir thing to put into the envelope to make it just a little bit more fun. Huh? How cool was that? Pretty fun, huh? All right, thank you for strolling down memory lane with me and having me enjoy sharing some of my old designs with you. I don't know, I don't think they're that hideous. I think they're still kind of fun and not that outdated. What do you think? Let me know what you think of my designs in a comment down below. Even if it's harsh, I'm here for it. And if you want me to do a follow-up, I have other things that I would love to share with you. So let me know about that too. Thanks for strolling down memory lane with me. Bye.